Nice man, I like the general. Yeah, because am I the only one? Oh, sorry, I need to. Fuck. Yeah, sorry for touching the microphone. I just felt like I needed to decrease the volume. Not that that'll impact you guys, but you know. Just for the memes. I still just find it fundamentally fascinating. Like just the idea of a native African speaking French as his native language. Because that's kind of unsettling, you know? Am I the only one who thinks that? Like it's inevitability. Like it's not unheard of. Like in Angola, for example, probably the majority of the population in Angola at this point speak Portuguese as their native language. But Mali, of all places, such an unstable, civil war-ridden. I guess I shouldn't yeah, it's hard to label Mali, isn't it? Because Mali is this like combination of two different worlds. You've got the Berbers in the north, you know, the separatists, the Asawad people, and then you got the southern Bantus. So I think they're Bantu. Are they Bantu? I all of a sudden became super uncertain. They have to be Bantu. There's nothing non-Bantu in West Africa, is there? The civil war was put down by the French army. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because how would... Dom wouldn't know about the... Fuck. Dom wouldn't know that Asawad was put down by the French army. God damn it, Dom. Or Dom, no. I think you've actually convinced me. Which I kind of hate myself for admitting, but I think you've actually convinced me that you're Malian. I guess it's like a wishful type thing. Also, wait, hold up. If he goes there... but he's gonna go there. Feels trolled, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got outplayed. Feels outplayed, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay that because I can't be memeing that right now. There's still some conflict in the Tuareg regions. Yeah, there would be, wouldn't there? Because, like, the Tuareg have been fighting for independence for, like... Because, like, forever, basically. Like... Before the French came, it was the Moroccans, and before they came, it was the Hausa, and before they came, it was the Malians. Actually, no, it was the Malians before the Hausa, wasn't it? No, it wasn't even the Hausa, it was the... What are they called? Fulani... Songhai, yeah. Yeah. Guinea... What are they called? Guyana? No. I don't remember. Ghana Empire, Songhai Empire, Mali Empire, Moroccan Empire. And then, you know, the guys who weren't... I know my African history. Why is there no African history podcast? It feels bad, man. There really needs to be an African history podcast. Because plebs like me don't know their African history. Khan and Burnu, also a little... Oh yeah, Khan and Burnu. But they were mostly like... in this region, around Lake Chad. Man, Khan and Burnu, that triggers my nostalgia. If only you knew how much I worked to try and play Khan and Burnu in EU3. Ay. Actually, yeah, I do have a Khan and Burnu Let's Play on YouTube, actually. Because they used to have an elephant on their flag, and little GreenFors back when I was a kid thought that that was hilarious, and so yeah, Khan and Burnu feels good. Yeah, they're even here. Yeah, Khan and Burnu is in this game, but they're not very strong, are they? Yeah, and there is absolutely no elephant on the flag, so feels bad, man. Well, if anything, though, the Khan and Burnu Empire, you know, they get points for, like, surviving a like a long time. Like they survived until like 1900s or something like that. Yeah, I really am starting to believe you're from Mali. That's fascinating. Where do you live though? If that's not like an awkward question to ask. In Timbuktu? Nah, not Timbuktu. That's like Civil War territory, isn't it? What's the capital of... Yeah, it would be Bamako, as you said, isn't it? Like, surely that would be the only place a native French speaker would live. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play an African campaign next time HFM updates. It's gonna be good shit, mate. Because I'm pretty sure Conan Burnu is gonna... Yeah, I might have to play Conan Burnu next time HFM updates. HFM, by the way, is a mod for Victoria 2. My favorite Paradox game. Close to border with Senegal. Yeah, because Mali is divided like that. Like Mali has the northern sort of desert area, quote unquote, with the Tuaregs and the Berbers, and the southern area with the Bantus, but at least they're both like pretty fucking Muslim, right? And so you don't got the Nigeria situation where you got the northern chunk being Muslim and the southern chunk being Christian and animist. You're close? I am? Fuck, damn it, I need to know what the capital of Mali is. Not that I ever, you know, paid attention to what the capital of Mali was. Bambara, okay. No, that's the lingua franca. Bamako. Yeah, didn't I say Bamako? Pretty sure I said Bamako, mate. Yeah. What did I say? Or... Capital is right? I did, yeah? 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 I know my African geography. I'm a smart boy. I'm a international cultured unit of meme lords. There goes the Orthodox. That feels bad, man. I was talking to Daniel. Ah, yeah, sorry, mate. But I'm sorry for pressing the issue, but do you not speak an African language at all? Like, what do you think about that? The fact that you no longer speak any African language? It's kind of like the Irish, isn't it? In the way that they no longer speak Irish, they speak English instead. And I guess as a Norwegian, I can sort of feel you. The written language of Norway is based on Danish, because Denmark used to rule Norway. But of course, Danish and Norwegian are so similar that that's not really like a big issue, so... Partly. Still fundamentally fascinating. Most younger people want to emigrate or get a government job which needs French. Yeah. That sounds about right. I know I would. Here I am in Norway complaining about immigrants, and, you know, at the same time, I fully admit that if I was not from Norway, I would be doing everything I could to go to Norway. I'm not really complaining about immigrants though, am I? I mean, I vote for the most immigrant-friendly party in the entire nation, so I guess I should just shut up. Ay, 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 ay. Also, yeah, chat, I need another general. Actually, no, I don't. Alfner can sort this out. Let's not waste any points. Most want to visit France. Yeah. The inheritance of the colonial empire, that is. France is a bit oof though, but I mean, again, I'm not gonna sit there and shit talk France, but French people are a bit like, you know. There are few people who live up to stereotypes as efficiently as the French do. Oh. I don't know, I'm gonna shut up. I was about to ask a really nasty question, but I'm not gonna go there. But damn it, I study Islam though. Should I not be allowed to ask questions about Islam? I really should not ask that, should I? Not only because it's kind of offensive, but also because it's like bannable. Hey, Poland is sick of it all. Nice. I'm not sure what that decision was all about, but get all these bastards out of the memes. Yeah, we can't get Croatia out, so nowadays we are working toward more peace and stability. France is a good help and military and economic. Yeah. France is a bit quite a bit neo-colonial, but to be fair, they seem to be doing a lot of good stuff for the countries they are neo-colonializing, so it's kind of hard to decide whether or not they're doing something righteous or something bad. And at least from your point of view, it seems like you don't mind the French too hard. Feel free to correct me if I'm fundamentally wrong there. Start thinking about peace deals anyways. I need you to stop guaranteeing the bastards. Let's see, why couldn't I do that? Yeah, Galish will continue. So I need you to stop. I need to stop that. And then obviously I need some land. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Wouldn't you say? Okay, that's too much. Oh, that's also... yeah, okay. Yeah, this is basically what I want then. So we'll have to fight a bit more. Better than China utilizing debt to take power in poor nations. Isn't France doing the same though? Nowadays we're working... oh shit. Oh god, I just spilled some water on my floor. Feels bad, man. I live alone though, so, you know, no one else will be pissed that I'm spilling shit. Seems a bit biased. They build railroads after all. Yeah, but it's... but like, I don't know. The fact that either China or France have to sort of do anything is a bit like, oof, owie feels bad man type memes. I feel, at least. Then again, Mali is a bit of a mess because of the colonial borders that the French draw. Then again, I guess I shouldn't be talking shit about the I guess I shouldn't be talking shit about the borders of Mali while actual Malians are in chat. That does strike me as a bit of a cunt move. And again, I guess I just did what I said I wasn't going to do, so oh well. Yeah, I really am not going to get any conversion dudes, am I? China sends no aid or anything. They built a railroad with foreign workers, so no new jobs. They put countries in huge debt and offer no help. But isn't that basically the same thing that the French do? Like, what do the French do that is so different from that? Like, the French used to own Mali, like, direct ownership. But they got the railroad. And my game crashed. Mendy. Don't mind me, just having a bit of rage, eh? Well, at least I got my Hoppy Blonde. Feels good, man. Good beer, this. Sassy Blonde Ale. Yes, this is what I need to calm my nerves. Hey, Halvard! Hur går det med deg, da? Yeah, you're not supposed to be in my stream. You're not no. Yeah, so Halvard, I might be just a tad bit hungover tomorrow. Don't mind me. Yeah, for those who were here earlier when I was trying to sell my goddamn tickets, which I still haven't done, by the way. This cunt who I was going to sell my tickets to, fucking Thay Tharma, bastard didn't actually buy my tickets. So here I am, only having sold 1 out of 3 tickets. Feels bad, man. Your stream is a nice relaxing stream, except when your game crashes. Yeah, I guess I get a bit salty from time to time, don't I? 18 sharp. Yeah, that's reasonable. I can get up at 4 then. Oh yeah. Yeah, that gives me another 3 hours to stream that. Yeah, there shall be no end to the cancer here. I have Hungarians to commit genocide, you know? And I'm talking to a guy who I've actually been convinced is from Mali, and my anthropology interests makes me fascinated by that. The French did for a while colonize us. For a while? They colonized you for 70 years, mate. That's not a while, that's a fuck ton of time. Then again, I guess my Norwegian social justice warrior attitude shouldn't be polluting your actual African attitude, so... But we need their help to move into the future. They gave military and economic aid. They have a positive influence on the country. You really think that? They abused your country for a long time? Yeah, but he's actually implying that the colonization was good? Like, in one way I agree, because colonization at least helps against Islamism. And Islamism, as Afghanistan and etc. have learned, is a bit of a... Oof, ow, it feels bad, man. The colonization was not good. Okay, we're on equal terms then. The help nowadays is good. Okay, yeah, that I can get behind, actually, yeah. Seems like the modern day memes you're getting are worth the meme. Because it's basically like free money. Well, not free money, but you know. free development then. I don't know. I think I don't know. This is fun to discuss like history with, or just to discuss. Kind of embarrassing now that I think about it. I don't think I've ever talked to like an African in this way. Like maybe unintentionally, but not in any way that I know. Because we obviously have a lot of Africans and Asians, or, you know, Middle Easterners in general in Norway. I would assume that about, you know, if I had to guess, I would say that about 30% of the population where I live comes from, you know, the Middle East, Africa, etc. But obviously they are Islam, right? Or they're Muslim, and so Muslims and Norwegians generally don't intermingle because because Norwegians just go out to get drunk and fuck bitches and you know have fun from our definition of having fun, and Muslims generally don't join that. And so I've never really talked to like especially surely I've talked to an African, but that's especially not like an African from a Muslim territory. There are no Africans in Norway. No, there's a lot of Africans. But then again, I assume I saw that message after I said what I just said. Basically, yeah. Africans in Norway, there's no real concept of Africans in Norway. Like, whether or not you're black or from Syria or from Iraq, like, no one really differentiates you. If it comes to like the different ethnic groups in Norway, at least the way I see it and the way most Norwegians see it, the main split is native Norwegians. Okay, now it's a 4-time split, so it's native white Norwegians, and then it's Eastern Europeaners, and it's Southeast Asian people, and it's Muslims. And Africans sort of just get grouped into the Muslim category because, you know, I guess from a Norwegian's point of view, there isn't much difference between a guy from Mali and a guy from Iraq, because the Islam thing is such a big impact on the way they act that also, seriously, I'm not trying to be racist there. I'm just trying to like analyze the current situation. And once again, just for the record, if you guys are really starting to question me, I'm voting for the most immigrant-friendly party in the entire nation. Like, I am a good boy. You know, I'm the ultimate soy boy when it comes to those kinds of things, you know? Oh god. I'm gonna get so many nasty comments from this video. Ay. Yeah. The comment section on this video is going to be yeah, every time I discuss politics, the comment section of any video just goes mental. I should shut up. Why am I even talking? This was a big mistake to begin with. They found literary program. There's a small Christian minority too. They have representation in government. I guess they would do. But once again, Muslims in principle are not bad. It's only if they start going on about Islamic law. Essentially, you need to have a level of immigration that that allows Muslims to integrate. If you're wondering about my policy. And like I might sound like an Islamophobic cunt right now, but I actually think the current immigration level in Norway is fine. There's no separatism from them. Well, yeah, obviously there wouldn't be, because, let's face it, they're a tiny Christian minority in Islamic Mali would never be able to split apart. The only separatism would be ethnic with the Berbers and Tuaregs. Are Tuaregs Berber? I don't actually know. I should know. I should know that, considering I quote unquote studied it. But man, I'm just digging myself deeper into this hole, aren't I? Oh, I feels oof, man. $64. Yeah, we got this. We got some war to fight still. Save the game actually. Don't want to do this over again. Like seriously, Domino, like unironically, what I have said so far, have I been Islamophobic or racist in my comments? Because if I have, I would honestly like to know about it, because I really do strive to be not bad, Not only for the sake of the Twitch terms of service, but because like I honestly believe that it's not like a secret that I think Islam is a bit of a Oof-Awi type religion, but it's only like 20% more Oof-Awi than Christianity, and so when I say that Islam is a bit Oof-Awi, that does not imply that I'm like, kill all Islam. I'm just admitting the fundamental Oof-Awi that I'm not a huge fan of monotheism. And that I think of that as like a fun, like a sort of philosophical stance more than meme. Hey, Pharaoh, man! God damn, it's been a while since I've seen you. How long have you been a member of the Nordic resistance movement? Fuck you! I vote red. Red! Like, okay, I guess that's not the most left-leaning party in Norway, but it's like the second most left-leaning party in Norway. So fuck off. I vote as, like, the party I vote for is like technically communist. In practice they aren't, hence why I vote for them, but like, 12,000 Christians in Mali, 372 reg in Mali. Could have was. That's actually wrong. That's a really interesting, like, perspective thing there. Promised Land. Yeah, let them settle. I don't know. But I don't know. I assume you're Muslim then. Once again, like, I'm not saying that to try and be Islamophobic. Man, it is not easy to be a drunk white guy trying to discuss Islam. Yeah, here's my karma. Here's the karma of my Oof-Awis. If everyone is given proper representation, there will be no separatism. Yeah, I think that too. Like, if you want to know my basic philosophy, like, I think, like, I know I keep going on and on about Norwegian nationalism. Norway needs to own Orkneyjar and Kirkevanganger, but at the end of the day, I feel like nation states are overrated. Like, now you can hear the inner Norwegian, or the inner the inner kami in my soul. It's an optimistic view. There will be Sharia advocates who will revolt. Yeah, but the thing, Daniel, is that in Mali, as far as I understand it, there has been no revolt that has really started because of Muslims. It's mostly just been the Tuaregs, who are more nationalistic than anything else. Of course, it eventually became a Muslim revolt, but it was never meant as that to begin with. Azawad was meant to be like a multi-ethnic nation, you know? Also, are we done with this war, by the way? We are, actually. Let's see if we can... oh, yeah, I do want that. Ooh, yeah, that's pushing it close. Could do some war operations, though. That's a lot of money. Nah, but I'm not losing. Nah, I'll end the war here. We'll have another war against the Hungarians where things will get really spicy, but I think for the current situation, it just doesn't add up. It's not worth it. We'll loot the Hungarians one day, but for now, we'll keep it chill. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to really acknowledge the power of my nation at this point. Because, you know, I just cucked the Hungarians without really any difficulty. And Catholicos, protests... well, they're allowed to protest all they want. But they could also consider, unironically, just fucking themselves up the ass, you know what I mean? If everyone is given proper representation, there will be, yeah. There will be Sharia advocates who revolt. By the way, chives bad for cats. If it wasn't without a sea, it would be richer. Countries with coast do better. Yeah. Countries with a coast do better. You know. I would know because I'm from Norway. You know, I'm from this chunk of land. This little, yeah. So we have a lot of coast. I live here. In this little fjord right here. And I know why we do better, because outside of our coasts there's a fuck ton of oil, which means that cunts like me get to go to university without having to pay any money. Actually, better than that. Not only do we have to pay zero money to go to university, the government pays us to go to university, or the government pays us to go to free university. So, so we're good, man. We're pretty good. Also, sorry, by the way, I know I'm like flexing on the Africans here. I shouldn't be doing that. Oof. Yeah, appoint a loyal patriarch. Seriously though, I think that, as I said, like my unironic belief for the political organization of the world is that I feel like the world should unite in a single government. Like, as I said, nation states are overrated. I deeply thank you for your codfish. A codfish? Not even that good. What you should thank us for is our salmon. or salmon, as my chat wants me to call it, which is fair to be fair. Our salmon is bloody brilliant, mates. We have the best salmon. The Canadians can go suck their own dicks, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I don't know, Domino. I guess my basic point is that it does scare me a bit that people like you are learning French as their native language, because I know it's like inherently illogical, but I still believe that culture, language, and those kinds of things have an inherent human value. You know? In the same way that I advocate for my own dialect to be preserved, you know? Fuck the capital cunts trying to fuck with my dialect. Like, you know, I wanna... I don't know. You're the main source of codfish, that's enough. I think Alaska has the best temperature. What? I think Alaska has the best dew temp. I don't know what you're on about, Daniel. I honestly don't. Feels bad, man. Right, you know what? Let's actually, yeah, we should get that before we core anything. Pretty sure that reduces the memes. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we're gonna have some nasty rebels at this rate. Feels bad, man. Alaska has the best salmon, better than Canada. Honestly, I wouldn't even know. It wouldn't surprise me if the majority of the salmon I eat is from Alaska, because producing anything in Norway is such a expensive adventure that, yeah. Also, Domino, did you leave? Did I spook him away? Damn it, I always do that. Whenever I meet, like, Muslims, I always become too Islamophobic. Damn it, I know it sounds like a joke, but I honestly think that's like not fun. Oh, no, Domino's still here. Okay, good. Good. Feels good, man. Feels very good. Do they have cars in Norway? Are the taxes really high? Yeah, we have cars. The tax for cars in Norway is really high, but the tax for electric cars is not high at all, and so you can just buy electric cars and you're good. It's the general idea anyways. Actually, yeah, particularists are pretty spooky right now. Let's actually fund the memory. But yeah, once again, Domino, sorry if I'm like asking questions that are like insanely insensitive. How did you go from 22 viewers to 13? Teddy raided me, right? And, you know, we all like to raid each other on Twitch, but in general, no one stays after a raid. Like, that's just not a thing, so... It's a fun thing to do, but, you know, in the big picture, it's not an actual... Oh, yeah, we should definitely do citizen service before we do that. But yeah, Domino. So I still have that, like, you know, about, I would say 2% percentage of like doubts that you're actually from Mali, but I would say that's pretty low. Wait, hold up. No, we do still have a truce. Yeah. But seriously, I am really sorry for like believing you were a troll just because you were from Africa, because like that's actually like really fucking, I wouldn't say it's racist, but it's still like, is there a good word to represent something that's like seriously bad without using the words offensive, racist, or it's bad, you know? It's a no good meme. Also, Petrol Bomb told me that I can get better trade if I or a better autonomy. Actually, let's do yeah, you can do trade and the other thing. I always forget about that. Let's see if we can fix Athens, or not fix it, but try and make it a meme state enough. How is conversion? Is it even happening? Nah, it's not happening. Fuck that then. Rhodos, yeah, I'm sure we could convert that, but not realistically. Let's see. Yes, we do got some cash, and my instincts. Skal vi se, er det noe å bygge her da? Yeah, I should really get a trade dockyard in Constantinople. Do they have cars in Norway? Skal vi se. Do they have enough food in Mali? See, now you're the one who's being offensive. Of course they have enough food in Mali. Well, you know. Yeah, sorry for not paying attention. I mean, obviously Dan or Domino has enough food. Wait, isn't there... Aye. Muy bien. Yeah, I don't know then. Yeah, still no conversion, fuck. Well, I don't know. I'm starting to give up on the whole... on the dream of usefulness, because honestly... it's all just a mistake. You asked a good question. Some countries are poor. We are, but we have a good agricultural sector. Yeah, Mali is like crazy poor, like relatively, that is, as far as I know. I mean, especially after having had decades of civil war. So we're just... yeah, that's for sure. Man, I really am drunk at this point, aren't I? Stakkars Halvard. Fy faen, han... ja, det blir ikke mye smash på han i morgen. Fy faen, for noen rolige memes. Yeah, I'll take that risk. But everything is very cheap, relatively, so affordable. Well, you're presumably upper class though, right? Like, am I wrong in that? Like, don't you have to be pretty darn upper class Malian to learn French as your... wait, I have rebels close to... I do? Holy fucking shit. Daniel, you're the only subscriber in the chat right now. If you would be so kind to post some greendom in chat, I would really appreciate that, because I really do think that would it would help the situation, because I'm up, you know, I was about, well, we still haven't quite seen the result here. Night, here we are. Come on, go. March, bastard. Thank you, Daniel. I was about to lose this province to the Greeks just because I forgot, or just because I didn't notice that it was occupied by them. Here come the particularists, though. I know you can't. We are very good brivs. If you can go to public school, you can only learn French. This was done to avoid tribes clashing over what is official language. Yeah, but I get that you would learn French, but wouldn't you also learn your native language? Like, I get that French would be made the official language as a compromise, but but would you also not want to learn your native language? Like, I don't know what ethnicity you are. I mean, I guess if you speak French as your native language, you would just be ethnically Malian, if anything. But, you know, if I try to, yeah, I don't know, this is like Mali, right? So, Fulani, Bozo, I don't know if these cultures still exist today. I mean, it's 1650, so I wouldn't know. Sanike. It was not the choice my parents took. They chose French to prepare me. Yeah, once again, it makes perfect sense. It makes... But do you think of that as a tragedy? Do you think it is a bit sad that learning French is the logical thing to do instead of speaking a native African language? Because, like, as a Norwegian, like, I speak English, right? Because it's an international language. And, you know, for the record, you speak English as well. And so we're united there. But at least I feel like a... not a nationalistic, I guess, but like a regionalistic sense of pride. Like, I want to speak my own dialect. I want to speak my own language. I want to identify with my own regional way. Sorry, by the way, if I'm if I'm asking questions that are like way too sensitive for a casual EU4 stream. No, we would have every language. We would end up balkanizing like Yugoslavia. Well, yeah, of course, but you could still learn the language. Or could you? Like, I guess you're right. Like, politically, it makes perfect sense to do what you did, but should it not be possible for each of you to learn your native language first, and then for everyone to learn French, or whatever language you decide to be official? I feel like native language is such an important thing. Like, I perfectly understand why it is like why it is the way it is, you know? I guess I just say that it's like... You have the same Norway, you all learn Dane or Norwegian instead of your local language. Yeah, but that's true, that's true. But the thing is, I know... My point, Pharaoh Man, is that I can still speak my native language. You know, I'm not claiming that you should have to learn the local language, you know, officially. Altså, jeg kan snakke trøndersk hvis jeg har lyst til det. Liksom, du hører meg nå, ikke sant? Jeg sitter her og snakker trøndersk, og altså, jeg snakker jo bytrøndersk, så min trøndersk er jo mye quote-unquote finere enn trøndersken i Sør-Trøndelag. Altså, nå er jo trøndersk ganske stygg dialekt da, men det er jo litt uheldig. For Guds skyld ikke si det til noen, men bergensk er faktisk... Nei, ikke bergensk forresten, bergensk er stygt, men jeg tror det er Stavanger eller noe sånt. Det er en eller annen sånn helvetes kuk, fitte, faen plass på Vestlandet som har en god dialekt. Altså, basically, as you can hear right now, I can speak my own dialect, but I can also speak the official language, which would go something along these lines. Hallo, jeg snakker offisiell bokmål. Jeg skal ta det godt i hånd med å etablere patriarkens bullshit. Viktig det. Og, ikke sant? You see, I can speak both the official language and the dialect. Like, I get that you guys might not be able to hear the difference, but still. The native languages are not useful and outdated. There is not even official news in native languages. They're useless nowadays. Yeah. I guess that's my point, in that, like, you are making logical sense in saying that. But my sad little face still likes the idea of preserving languages, you know? Like, I'm you know, I know I'm being hypocritical in one sense. Like, I'm sitting here speaking English, but I might be sitting here speaking English, but I'm still, like, fundamentally proud of speaking Norwegian. And I would assume, I don't know what ethnicity your parents are, Domino, but I would, you know, if I had to guess, I would assume that there are just as many, you know, members of whatever ethnicity your parents are, Domino, as the, you know, overall amount of Norwegians. And so, why are we preserving the Norwegian language while letting the ethnic languages of Mali go to waste? Like, I fully understand that if you're living in Mali, like, you gotta learn French because, you know, you gotta prioritize. You can't prioritize, you know, preserving arbitrary languages when you have, you know, when you have money to be made, you know? They are preserved in books and on the internet. We know how they work. We just don't learn them for reasons I already explained. Yeah, once again, once again, that's I guess that's why I can't shut up, because they... It's logical, what you say. And even I have to admit that it's illogical to want a dying language, but it's, I don't know. It's like tigers, you know, or lions. It's like, in the same way that allowing lions to go extinct makes logical sense, but at the same time, it kind of feels sad to know that they would go extinct. And I guess I think the same way when it comes to languages. Like, it makes perfect sense to just let them die, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, well, it still feels a bit oof, owie, feels bad man type meme, you know? I'm gonna drink more alcohol. I mean, not even to begin with the all the religions that were exterminated in, or not exterminated, that sounds harsh, but you know, that died out in Mali or Africa in general. Aye. Norway standardized. If you learn one language in Mali, there is 10 more to learn, every different. You cannot preserve the line though. The language is written in books. We have it. Mali ever wants to go back to any of these languages, they can, but no reason. Oh, you're actually right. You are right. Like, there's no... Like, I cannot sit here and argue with a guy from Mali that they should preserve their local Bantu languages. I guess that's the only conclusion to make, like... You know, at the end of the day, like... You know, in the end of the evolution, we will all be just speaking the same language, but I guess I just can't help but be sad about it. Because I have this arbitrary sense of I don't know. I'll take that. 10% of our income. Yeah, I'll pay that. I didn't do that previously. I mean, I guess what I want to know is, does that actually like help? Like, are we actually getting progress now? Actually, we have casual literacy in the capital. Monka, what? No, it's not even that expensive. Yeah, okay, you know what? Fuck you, Muscovy. Yeah, that was a mistake. Uvel. Presumably would stop after the other meme goes away. Gylorids. I guess we would have to wait for another war with the meme loops then. Feels bad, man. We're pretty close to going to war with them again, so it's mostly fine. Oh yeah, it's good. You can resurrect languages like Israel did, and patriotic too, just not through language. Yeah, I agree, but I guess my point is that the Israeli revival of Hebrew is like, it's the only example in the entire history of humanity where a language has been revived from the dead, you know? Like, no matter how much money the Irish invest in trying to revive Irish, they just can't do it because it's a dead language. And so, I mean, I'm perfectly aware, comment section, that it's not technically a dead language, but in practice it is. And so, I don't know, it's a bit oof. It's just a tad bit oof. But yeah, once again, Domino, I feel really bad about banning you twice right now. I feel so bad, man. I feels very bad indeed. Here I am banning this like innocent guy from Mali because I thought he was this cancer fuck from my Discord. Also, it's really late. I really should go to bed. But I don't want to go to bed. I want to play EU4. Ah. Yes, bureaucracy. That's what we need. I'm back from my quick break. Oh, that's a quick break indeed. I hate to say this, but I have to go to another quick break as well.